Now, some of these questions I'm asking because I know a lot of people, someone with your kind of extensive knowledge in sports and up to date information. Saunas and cold plunges. This is something athletes have done for a long time, but it's starting to get a lot of attention now for just health in general. I know your dear friend Dana White won't travel anywhere without one now. What is your sauna and cold plunge schedule?
Yeah, I cold plunge like 3 to 4 times a day. So like first thing in the morning, after my first practice, before my second practice, and after the second practice on a busy ice bath day. Can't go without it. And I think the hot and cold therapy is super, super beneficial, especially for soreness after practices. Um, Opening up the blood vessels so the lactic acid can flow out, then constricting it and moving it to the heart. It has so many benefits and just feels so good mentally, physically, and um, yeah, I think I would encourage it for all people. The sauna, however, for athletes can be a bit much if you are practicing a lot, because it's going to just drain all your electrolytes and maybe too much water on a day-to-day basis. So that's why I do the hot tub cold plunge versus the sauna, but the sauna obviously is good for like non-athletes.
So you don't use the sauna on a daily basis, or?
No, no, just I'm just already sweating so much, especially in Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
that I don't need to don't need to sweat anymore.
Yeah, it makes sense. And how about nutrition? Like you've got access to such great information. It's always changing. I mean, you can read one thing that says, "Hey, let's be a vegan." You can see another thing, "Hey, let's be a carnivore." I think a lot of people would like to know, like, what is a breakfast, lunch, and dinner during training camp for, Jake Paul?
Yeah, it's really intense. Like it just depends what's going on. If I'm starting a weight cut or if I'm like staying at a certain weight. Um, but the biggest thing is probably like counting calories, eating the right meals at the right times. If you're about to have an intense workout, eating carbs before, but then you don't need carbs to really operate after that. So lots of proteins, and having the cleanest food possible that you can. There's so much bullshit in the stores these days. Um, and just making things simple. I think people make it way harder than what it is. It's just like chicken, rice, eggs, pasta, steak, fruits for the glucose, sodium, pink Himalayan sea salt. You don't need much more than that.
That's good. I mean, you're not really cutting anything out. So just traditional diets. It's funny, people, if they look back hundreds of years ago, even peasants for the most part really had a good solid diet of wild rice, salmon. So if you stick to those traditional foods, that seems to be what you're saying, which is good. I mean, there's you know so many different diets and things you could do right now. I think it's tough to get the good information. So yeah, no, I appreciate that.
Much like the fight game, the NFL is a sport where any team can win on any given Sunday, and that's why it's one of my favorite sports to bet on. And right now, if you're a new DraftKings customer, you can go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, bet $5, get $150 of bonus bets instantly just by using promo code INSIDEFIGHTING. And if sports betting is not yet available in your state, it's not a big deal because you can always just go to DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports and get in on the action there. So if you guys want to bet on some NFL games, new customers, go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, bet $5, get $150 of bonus bets instantly. You just got to use promo code INSIDEFIGHTING.